this is your international sexpot, Edie Williams, your Creature Features host. John Stanley wanted me to tell you that I'm performing my specialty act, the dance of no veils, at the Mitchell Brothers Copenhagen Room on O'Farrell Street, all day tomorrow in San Francisco. Isn't that Stanley guy cute? I think he's got more sex appeal than Elvira. Well, now that I've brought you the cultural part of the show, stick around and meet the intellectual half, a film critic, historian named William K. Everson. And now, here's a message from that cute little bald-headed guy I see down in the front row. Our sponsor. Oh, yes.
In the world of the beast, in the nocturnal darkness that surrounds the evil that he generates, there is always to be found the beauty. For has it not been said that it is physical attraction that will ultimately lure the monster from its lair and lead it to destruction? Our beauty tonight, seen in this still from beyond the Valley of the Dolls, could easily lead men to destruction, and they'd probably go willingly. She's the international sex symbol, Edie Williams, who's been aptly described as the most photographed sex pot in America. Now, Edie has shed all or part of his usually meager wardrobe in such prominent places as the New Orleans Superdome, prior to the Muhammad Ali Spinks Championship fight, and at the Carlton Hotel during the Cannes Film Festival. She also made quite a splash this past spring at the Academy Awards celebration. Now, Edie is in San Francisco this weekend performing a specialty dance at the Mitchell Brothers Copenhagen Lounge on O'Farrell Street, where she closes tomorrow night. Now, in an effort to bring enlightenment to the sexual revolution, to show that even creature features can be graced by charm and glamour, to show Elvira that there is life after death, here is Edie Williams. Edie, I've been waiting to ask this question for days now, but do you enjoy being a sex symbol?
Not all the time.
Well, what are its plus sides and minus sides?
The plus side is when you're hired for a picture like the one I just finished, Lady Luck. It's going to open in California at Christmas. And then you get to go to the bank and pay off mortgages like I got to do and pay off your car. That's the good part. But the part I don't like is I'm basically a romanticist. I like the candlelight dinners, the champagne, you know, the nice conversations. And I find that men, when I meet them and I date them, they want to just throw that out of the way and get right to the dessert and say, well,
you're a sex
your place or my
object to
place.
them. You become a sex object to them.
Object. They think that
all the other values go out the window.
Yeah, they feel that you automatically are a very, very fast woman and that you're an easy score. And I think it's just the opposite. I think a symbol of sex is somebody that keeps it very special. And for a very
special
person, yes.
Now, you've stated many times, Edie, that you want to be a serious actor. Don't you find, though, that appearing for the Mitchell Brothers could stand in the way of you being taken seriously by producers?
If they have a closed-minded attitude, actually, it's really given me a big boost up appearing for them, because what it did was it threw me into the best possible peak condition I could get into from doing show after show, which forced my mind to think very, very fast. And after working for them and I got back to Los Angeles, I was used and conditioned to such a fast pace that I realized, you know, how slow that I was, actually. And so what it did was it just threw me into a faster schedule that I was used to, and I started doing more things. I started, you know, 8 in the morning until working till 10 at night instead of, you know, taking it slowly and easily.
Now, you work out. You have to take care of this girlish figure of yours, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us the pain you endure to do that.
Well, it is pain, but I consider it a pleasure pain. And I hired a very professional coach. His name is Reg Lewis, and he just won the over 50 Mr. America title. And he comes to your house and he picks out certain parts of your body, and he'll put you through a session where you won't stop and take a break, which is the best way to have your workout. And he'll have me do like 200 sit-ups with 50 and then a break for a few seconds and then 50 more. And he'll have me do, you know, these for your pectorals, and he'll have me do thigh exercises, and he's gotten me into better condition, I think, than I've been in since I was like 17 years old.
Well, you look like you're in pretty good condition tonight.
You should come over to the O'Farrell.
I'm going to. I'm going to see the show. Now, I have to explain to my audience, you dance in the nude, correct?
Well, basically, it gets down to that.
We call it the dance of no veils. Is that a good name for it?
Well, I have veils. I start off in a beautiful, elegant gown with my white fox fur, and then it's like a very classic, old-fashioned striptease, like what Lily St. Cyr used to do. And then little by little, things come off, the silk stockings, and we have women that come to see the show with their dates, and I can tell they like it a lot.
Now, you kind of simulate erotica and seduction during your presentation, as any good stripteaser would do. How do you prepare yourself for that? Because you do 6 or 7 shows every night.
I prepare myself by real healthy living, no liquor in my system, just, you know, eating a real high energy diet, lots of fruit, fresh fruit, vegetables, and I make sure that I get a lot of rest. And I take lots of high quality vitamins, and I also abstain from sex. You know how they write about these boxers before a big, like Muhammad Ali before a big fight? Like, when you hold back and reserve all that sexual energy, what happens, you go, oh boy, I can't wait to get into that show, and I'm just going to let it bubble right out of me, and just, ooh, I'm just going to go in there and just tear up the whole room. And it's true. You get in this room and you feel like a tiger because you have all this pent-up sexual, you know, eroticism, you know, this high-powered,
well, I'm glad you saved a lot of
feeling that,
I'm glad you saved a lot of it for the show tonight, Edie, some of the sexuality. And I'd like to remind everybody out there that if you're inclined to watch Edie Williams perform in a naturalistic state, unfettered by the clothing bonds of society, she'll be performing the Dance of No Veils in the Copenhagen room of the Mitchell Brothers Theater on O'Farrell Street in San Francisco all day tomorrow. It's the closing day for your show. And now, for our more mundane watchers, let's go from the sublime to the ridiculous by returning to our movie, Angry Red Planet. Now, about this sexuality, Edie.